Should the next phase of the sales tax take care of an emergency situation? One of the requests that commissioners are looking at is an $11.3 million request for a new 911 center. Senior reporter George Escala here now to tell us why some are pushing replacement.
It's not the first time we've heard this call. A funding request was made last year. However, a new 911 center did not make the final project list that voters ultimately defeated in May. But support is building for a new 911 building. Some Augusta commissioners are ready to make this call. It's time for a new 911 communications center.
That's something we have to look at. We have to look at all those possibilities. Our emergency operation, the 911 center, we have to look at what the public needs and what the service are that we're supposed to be providing.
The 911 center has been taking emergency calls since the early 1990s, just a little more than 20 years on Taylor Street. But part of the movement behind moving the center is it was built on a floodplain. Yes, the center where people call for an emergency could be prone to flooding.
We do need to get that building out of the floodplain because if it floods for whatever reason, it can wipe out all communication.
Commissioners are now having communications on what requests to include in a final SPLOST project list. A new 911 center would run a little more than $11 million, and at that price, some don't see replacing it as an emergency.
Why do we have to build everything new? I mean, we got a good building there, good structure, and let's take advantage of it, do the repairs that are needed before we just say, hey, let's build a new building, you know, and then I'm not for that.
But it's not just a new building. There's also the concern about flooding.
New is the answer to everything. We got a good, stable building down there. I don't believe they've been flooded out since I've been there.
Now, the 911 center isn't the only new building request. There's $5.5 million for a new public defender's office and $3.6 million for a new record storage center and $15 million to start planning for a new arena. That project list is scheduled to be finalized August 18th.